And good morning. As we move along through the week, my name is Jay Cleveland Payne. This is Things You Might Have Heard. And today is Wednesday, October 19th, 2022. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the day, almost through the week. And we're going to give for you 8 stories that are provided for the last 30 hours that were vetted by folks like you to say for their conversational. Get your day started for your coffees, talk chats, your coffee, tea, water, bus, water cooler chats going on. I'm going to tell you right now, not a very big, exciting list of things happening today. A lot of rehashes went on yesterday, so we went with some of the newer stuff so that we are more involved. But yes, Kanye did some stuff, and Brittany Griner's still in jail, and all those things still are there that are important. But we're going to focus on a couple of newer things to kind of keep the story going on, and some things that are actually really important because the celebrity news was kind of blah yesterday. Oh, yeah, I'm wearing a shirt because it's cold. Freeze warnings across the southeast, and this is the second day of cold here where I am in Little Rock, Arkansas. And yeah, t-shirts aren't going to hack it through the winter in this house. A little chilly. Let's get on with the new stuff. Go to our website. This is a conversationproject.com for more great things about what we do. We like to think they're great. Also, links to our sponsorships page, our partnerships page, and some of the other projects we're trying to do that we think are kind of great. Let's move on. Let's get going. Let's kick it off with Russia, because we do. Russia destroys power and water infrastructure across Ukraine. Now, what we suspect will happen and tomorrow, we'll see more stories about Russian generals, Russian people in charge who are saying this war thing ain't going so well, and we may not be winning like Vladimir Putin says. But one of the reasons why they're doing this, they're blowing up power plants, they're blowing up water infrastructure, they're firing drones into residential areas and saying, oops, not us. It's because the war apparently is not going as well. And so when you're not doing so well, you start getting a bit desperate. You're cornered. You want to get kind of out there. So you start doing what the really dirty deeds you do in war. You knock out the basic infrastructure, power and water. We're going to see, when we see less of the Ukrainians and the news people just sort of strolling through the towns because they've got power, they got water, they've got internet. And when they're dealing with actual, despair and things like that, how well they'll be able to fight the war. That's Russia's way to sort of break the Ukrainians. We'll see how well that works. Not working so well so far. China's Xi Jinping set for third term as Communist Party Congress. Now, the presidency over in for Communist China is about like 10 years. And Xi should say, has been in charge for 2 terms, taking on a third term right now, essentially making him the president for life, serving as in the role for 30 years. Sounds like a whole lot of time. And so until he's gone, he's going to be there. What does this mean? Well, that means that the same guy who's been running the show for 20 years is running for another 10 years, number one. Number two, you can kind of see the wheels turning in Trump's head, how, Putin makes himself in charge for forever, and China, Xi makes himself in charge for forever. So how come I can't make myself in charge forever? That way, no one can ever send me to jail. Well, that second part probably isn't. Well, he probably is said out loud, being as Donald Trump, but nobody can touch him because he is the president. How we got this guy to be in charge, I'm not so sure. How we got Xi in charge of China, I'm not over there. I'm not so sure about that either. Putin's kind of obvious. We've been seeing that happen the whole time. But this is a thing where the same people in charge for large spans of time, generations, if you will, generations of people only knowing one thing is a thing. We've had people, old people die where, it's never been a world where Angela Lansbury hasn't been the host of Murder, She Wrote for the most case for many people, yet now she's gone. That's not the best analogy in the world, but you kind of get where I'm going. Xi Jinping is now the third on his third term as president. He's going to be essentially, if he lives through it, spend at least 30 years in the ruling term in China. Whoopi Goldberg wants Keke Palmer, Lizzo, Nicki Minaj, and anyone who wants to have some fun to join Sister Act 3 cast. Sister Act 3 is apparently going to happen. I'm not sure we're really asking for it, but I don't think we're going to really hate it. This is one sort of like the new Beverly Hills Cop movie where it's just bringing all the old folks back to see what happens 30 years later. This is going to be something else, be a spectacle to see, but you've got to have a story. You got to have a good cast. You got to have a reason to show up. Whoopi Goldberg apparently wants to party on set, so that means Keke Palmer, Lizzo, and Nicki Minaj are showing up, or maybe showing up. But she has spoken basically publicly that anybody, any actress, any actor, any musician, anybody who just wants to have a good time is going to have a good time on the set of this thing once it gets going. So if you want to see a party, it's going to be inside of Sister Act 3. Let's move on to Tennessee again, as it's hit with a $100,000 fine and needs a new goalpost because they got football coming up again after euphoric win. So last Saturday, Tennessee beat Alabama. It may not mean much to you in the grand scheme of things, but in the college football world, and actually pretty much the importance of anything important, it's a pretty gosh darn thing, that big thing that it happened. And so they do what you do when you beat somebody in a rivalry, in a championship, unbeatable team, and you guys did it. The crowd left the stands, partied on the field, got nutty, tore down the goalpost, and traded down the street, and eventually threw it in the river. Because what do you do with a torn down goalpost? In most cases, you leave it on the side of the road and you pick it up and put it back on the field for the next week. These dumbasses threw it in the river, so now it's gone. So now they need a new goalpost. They got to buy and have a goalpost installed on the actual field. And by the way, the SEC and NCAA football don't take kindly to people storming the field because it's dangerous, carrying off goalposts because it's dangerous, and throwing them in rivers because it's stupid. They fine them $100,000 for the act. So on top of having to pay for the new goalposts, they've got to pay a fine. The president of the college was interviewed moments after the crowd stormed the field because, they always get fined for that. And he, by the radio crews, and he says, "I don't care what it costs. This is a great day to be at Tennessee." That's why Tennessee is like 48 and everything. So there you go. Selma Blair quits Dancing with the Stars in Tearful, inspiring last beautiful dance. Check out the link on this one and go deeper in this one. Selma Blair has been dealing with some pain issues for a long time. That's why you don't see her doing a lot of stuff. Not because she's not a good actor, or not because she can't get into any fairly good roles. She literally can't stand the pain of sometimes just standing up. Read the article. Go deep into this one. If you're a big fan of Selma Blair, and you've not wondered why she's not seen a lot, this was pretty heroic on one of those levels for her to try Dancing with the Stars. She couldn't make the full season. She didn't get voted out for lack of love. She had to bench herself because she had the lack of desire to deal with the pain, because it's severe pain that she doesn't have to deal with. We're glad she gave it a shot. We'll see who actually gets bounced out because of actual lack of talent next week on Disney Plus. Peacock? Where is Dance with the Stars? It's not on TV anymore. I guess it's on ABC, so it's Disney Plus, I guess. WEEZER responds to viral WEEZER billboard in Utah with their own billboard. Someone in Utah bought a billboard that basically said that WEEZER is awesome. And so WEEZER, the band, bought a billboard down the street from that billboard saying that the fan that bought the WEEZER billboard saying WEEZER is awesome is awesome. Life is awesome with WEEZER. We all love WEEZER. Told you it wasn't really a big day of stuff, but so we got to feel the stuff. TikTok's beloved emu Emmanuel the emu. I just realized that was his name. Not exactly original, but people love him. Fighting for his life after avian flu kills 99% of the birds on his farm within days. We are still seeing Emmanuel trying his best to do what he can for his fans, for the followers, for the TikTokers. I shouldn't make fun of TikTok just because I can't get into it, but there are millions and millions of people out there who are watching the Emmanuel the Emu's TikToks who are praying for the life of Emmanuel and praying for the life of the birds that are left on the farm because the avian flu has wiped out all the birds there. Now, here's the kicker on this. Actual veterinarians, people who are doctors, people who deal with these things, are kind of freaking out because the owner keeps hugging and kissing and holding on to the emu, who, of course, has the avian flu, which people can actually contract the bird flu. People can get the bird flu. My brother-in-law, somehow, of all the things in the world, he's caught the bird flu like twice. No one understands it. He knows no birds. He knows those people with birds. He's had the bird flu. So you can get the bird flu. So you probably should not be subjecting yourself to being that near to Emmanuel other than taking care of her medicine. That's just me saying, because, I don't want no bird flus. However, people are still in love with the bird and waiting to see if there's a resolution, hopefully a positive resolution for Emmanuel. Last, definitely not least, Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookie dough recall. Check the link for this wherever you're getting this and see if it is the cookie dough that you have in particular. I do not have that on up here on my side screen, or I'll put it up for you to see it. All I have is the TikTok emu pictures of TikTok emu, which are tragic, but don't hug your emu. Also, don't eat raw cookie dough. I know you want to, but they say don't. Unless it says in the package you can. In most cases, it's raw cookie dough. It could get you sick as well. I know you want to. You want to hug your emus and eat your raw cookie dough, but don't do that. Especially check to make sure that you do not have this brand of the Toll House cookie doughs that are being recalled for issues. Check out the link in the description to find out exactly where it is and what it is. Let's talk about teases, Twister teases. Ooh, well, let's do that today. Okay, Twister, sequel to 1996 disaster thriller, reportedly looking to bring back Helen Hunt. So we may see Helen Hunt back for Twister 30 years later. Why Helen Hunt is still chasing Twisters 30 years later, I guess we'll find out in the movie if they get a chance to put her in there. We've got Jurassic Park. We got people chasing dinosaurs 30 years later. Why not have them chase the tornadoes? Because that makes perfect sense to not get whatever. Do you want to talk about this one? It is very simple. Let me know you want to talk about it. Vote it up by your engagement. Follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/this is the conversation, and on Twitter, twitter.com/th_conversation. They happen to be our feeds. This is where we post our stories every 50 minutes for you to take a look at and check out what's going on. Now see why I didn't do the split screen, because it cuts off the stuff up there. So you can check it out by just visiting the website or visiting those websites and seeing what you think about what's going on. That's cool too. Let's go back to this one, because this is where we're going to be. So if you think the Twister sequel needs Helen Hunt or doesn't need Helen Hunt, you just vote it up and we'll chat about it tomorrow. We'll chat about it tomorrow. If it's one of the top 15 stories out of the 30 to 33 we'll get throughout the day, we'll put it up there. Now, why I want it so big it's like this, so you can see all the glory that is Zenni Optical. All glasses, all great stuff. Great blue blocking lenses type technology, a great transitions technology. It's weird to call it technology, but it is what it is. Great hard shell goggles like technology. Yeah, that was a push. But great glasses for men, women, and kids. At the best part, great prices. That's not technology. That's just plain old common sense and economics. Check them out at thisisaconversationproject.com/Zenni. This is a conversationproject.com/Zenni. Zenni Optical will take good care of you. The glasses I'm wearing right now are Zenni Opticals. They are similar to the glasses I've been wearing for years. I buy the same exact frames. I bought updated lenses. I look good. I feel good. That will come into play in a moment. I like the way they work. So it works for me. Extremely economical. I'm not paid more than $15 for a pair of glasses in years. And that's sunglasses. My sunglasses, same frames, different look, different color, different lenses, of course. Those might have cost $20 because of the tint in them. Buy great stuff for yourself. Take good care of yourself. Take care of us, because we get a little cut back from this as it being an affiliate link. But other than that, check it out. This is a conversationproject.com/Zenni. It costs you nothing extra, and you will look good and feel good all about it. Let's hit that button and bring me back to big size. Yay. This is a conversationproject.com is our main website where we house all the conversational stuff that should be conversationalized. Not really a true statement, or not really a very grammatically great statement, but we think it's true. We put forth in it. Go to the website, find links to our feeds, find links to our YouTube page and our podcast, find links to our sponsors and our partnerships page, and find links to the other projects we are trying to do. We have somehow found a way, this collective we, which is mostly me, have found a way to clear off a whole lot of things off the calendar and the schedule. So with a little more headspace, a lot more stuff will be done, to include some of the things that have not been pushed well with the other More Better Media stuff. Off track on some of our other projects. We're going to find time to get those projects back on track and get this project back on track or adding more tracks or something like that. We're going to add more stuff very, very soon. Let's get to today things. Starting off on birthdays on this October 19th. Starting off with Floyd Mayweather Sr., who would freak me out because it's like, there's no way Floyd Mayweather is 70 years old. His pops is 70 years old. He was a boxer. He was pretty gosh darn good. Evander Holyfield, 60 years old today. His ear, well, part of it, not anymore, but he is still 60 years old on the day. And another big tough guy, comedian Chris Kattan. Well, not so big, maybe not so tough, but he's got a birthday. So let's celebrate it. 52 years old on this day. Today is Love Your Body Day. It is the third Wednesday in October for Love Your Body Day. So that falls on today, this year, the 19th. And while I am not John Mayer, and I'm not going to spend, 3 minutes telling you that your body is quite a wonderland, which I'm sure it is, your mileage may vary. This is a day where you should kind of take a little time to kind of think yourself. It's also a day that it's also listed as a check on yourself day. So which would make more sense in a bland statement for me putting out there. But I put this one down here because, people have issues with where they look to bodies. I have issues with my body. I have issues with this thing right here. That's why it took me 30 years to do videos like this, because I spent 30 years being afraid of doing videos like this because of how I see myself in the reflection in the camera. Today is a day to celebrate you. Check yourself out, date yourself, do what you need to do, do like James Brown, you feel so good, you can kiss yourself, and find some way to love yourself and your physical body. Also check on your mind as well, because that's always a good component of what's going on, but love your body. Find a way to see yourself as a beautiful person, because trust me, you may think you may not look all that great. I mean, I got this gut thing that I just can't figure out. But your body is wonderful. Yeah, okay. Your body is a wonderland. Okay, I said it. There you go. There you go. So today is Love Your Body Day. Find some time today to fall in love with your body all over again. And if you just love your body because you got a great one, date your body. I don't know. That made no sense. Out the door. One last thing. Food you might not have heard, or as the title actually says, one more thing you might not have heard, if I actually read it properly. A new survey conducted by teeth aligner brand Bite revealed a few things about our teeth and going to the dentist. First, the survey found that 7% of us hate going to the dentist. Didn't need a survey for that. With nearly half of us having dental anxiety. In addition, 51% of us hate the way our teeth look. Didn't need a survey for that. We are the most self-conscious about our color of our teeth, followed by how crooked they are. So people who have discolored teeth, I drink coffee and tea and sodas and things like that. So my teeth aren't exactly pristine veneer white, although veneers can fix that. Is the first thing that people do. Is people think they're worried that the teeth look a little yellowish, a little colored, followed by having crooked teeth. I don't have the straightest teeth in the world. I did wear a retainer for a bunch of years to kind of get them in places. The little one, JJ, has got to get she has to get braces and glasses. So welcome to middle school. That's going to be lovely. But it's one of those things that we have to deal with. But this survey just shows what we all know, that going to the dentist, not exactly a pleasant experience, as 70% of the people have said in the survey. Now they don't actually survey everyone, and so there's margins of errors and things like that. But I think it's a universal truth that the dentist, not one of our greatest experiences, having conversations with people while their hands are in our mouths, which gets weird. Wednesday, October 19, 2022 is this day. My name is Jay Cleveland Payne. Jay, just a letter, Cleveland like the city, Payne @gmail.com is my website, is my home, is my email address. It's also my website, actually, gmail that's .net, of course. Yeah, tongue-tied. We're done. We hit the time hack. We're pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Stay hydrated. Stay limber. Stay on task. We need you for all the grand things that you're here to do. And let's do this again tomorrow, shall we? Let's make a good effort to make it happen.